I am
Hello,
Gavin.
I am Mark.
We just talked about not talking over each other, but that is an issue that we have. I
My
am
bad.
Gavin from the gavco.lol channel, and this is my co-host.
I am Mark from the Infinito Show.
Woo! Today we are going to talk about the Switch 2.
Correct. This is my idea.
Mm.
I take credit for this.
Okay, well then if it sucks, then make sure everybody blames Mark and not me.
Please don't blame me. I'm just a boy.
No, we gotta blame Mark for this idea. Okay, so what do we know about it so far, right?
We know a couple things, like at least not for sure. We know this, but we know like a couple things that like are rumored. But like it's more likely, it's most likely gonna happen. We know it's gonna be probably as powerful as a Steam Deck, which a Steam Deck is as powerful as like a PS4 Pro. So that's pretty
Where
powerful for a handheld.
where do we know this?
We learned that from like leaks. So a couple months ago, I think it was like South American like people or like a company or something. It was some company, some like foreign company. They got their hands on like a Switch 2 because Nintendo sent them one to like for some reason, I don't know why. And the rumors were like we got like hardware stuff, like rumors and like how powerful it's gonna be. And the rumor said it was gonna be as powerful as a PS4 Pro, which is as powerful as a Steam Deck. That's pretty good. We also got
Wow.
like gigabyte like.
Really?
Let me look up the Switch 2 rumors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it is as powerful as a PlayStation 4 Pro, that's pretty impressive, especially for a handheld.
Yeah, really. That's a Steam Deck is pretty. That's as powerful as a Steam Deck, and a Steam Deck can run Elden Ring.
Right. No,
So
that's a
pretty good.
pretty big jump in quality.
So Switch 2 is rumored to feature magnetically. Obviously, it's gonna feature the Joy Cons again.
Mm-hmm.
There have been rumors that an OLED version of the Switch 2 is already in production, which would offer improved display quality. It's rumored to have
Okay.
it's rumored to have an NVIDIA chip. The Switch 2 is rumored to get
Interesting.
access to a custom variant of the T234 chip from NVIDIA, which
Mhm.
would be a significant upgrade from the modified Tegra X1 chip used in the original Switch. The launch tiles, Switch 2 is expected to have a full slate of launch tiles, with some sources even claiming Metroid Prime 4 could be a launch tile, which we saw the trailer last time, and I still feel like that will be like a cross-platform thing.
Mhm.
Price, this is definitely wrong. It says it's going to be $200, $250. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be more like $400, which is still pretty cheap.
250.
Yeah, there's no way it's going to be
That's
that
what the
cheap.
leak says.
That's what, the leak is saying right now.
See, that would kind of.
But
I feel like
that's
that
not-
would
that's
almost
not the leak.
invalidate it, right?
Well, this isn't the leak I actually saw.
Oh, okay.
This is just what I'm saying on Google. The leak I saw about the price is $400, which makes the most sense. It's $100 up from the Switch 2, from the Switch 1, and $400 is still pretty cheap and would be like what Nintendo would be aiming for.
That would be really nice if it was $400, but I don't
It
know if
would,
it would.
yeah.
That seems honestly on the cheap end. Because if you think
yeah,
about it,
well,
the OLED is $350.
yeah.
And I feel like there's going to be much more of a jump than just that, you know?
I mean, fair. But all the OLED is just a different screen, really, right? Isn't that
Yeah,
all it is?
it is. It's just
Yeah, but I feel like
better
hardware
screen.
would. I feel like the way Nintendo does it is, they like the Switch is only $300, and the PS5 is $500 right now, $600 even. I feel like Nintendo would do $400 because they know if they do $400, or at least like $450, they're gonna see a lot of profit from that, and that's still a higher price than the Switch 1, like a big jump in price. The controller,
Yeah, you're right.
Joy-Cons again. Apparently, I don't think it's gonna have a two-screen display.
Two screen.
I
Bring back
doubt
the
that.
DS. I don't know about that. That sounds a little
I don't.
far-fetched to me.
But let me go over here. 720p in handheld mode, 1080p when in docked mode.
Okay.
6 is supposed to have a smooth 60 FPS and a high fidelity of 4K
Are you looking at
resolution.
Nintendo Switch 2, everything we know about a potential Switch successor?
Yes.
Okay, well, now I'm looking at the same one. How much will it cost? This one says TBA.
Yeah, I was looking at a different one before.
Mm-hmm.
And now for the release date, I think they're going to announce it in their next direct, which is supposed to be in like September, and then they're going to release it in March.
Delayed till 2025.
It was supposed to come out this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was supposed to come out around like the holiday. It's supposed to come out around like the Thanksgiving or December.
Right. No, I almost feel like it was supposed to come out this year too. Yeah.
But then they delayed it.
Do you think Metroid Prime 4 is going to be a launch
Yes,
title?
I think it's going to be a cross-platform. It's going to come out on the Switch, but then like if you want like a 60 FPS 4K version, it's going to come out on the Switch too.
Mm-hmm. So you think it's going to be cross-platform?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we should talk about launch titles later. Like what games we think.
Great idea. Great idea. What games would you launch the Switch with? I like that idea. Let's do that.
Yeah. And I even have some ideas of what I think they are going to do.
Okay, but first of all, what is your dream Nintendo Switch?
What is my dream Nintendo
All right,
Switch?
First of all, I'll go first. I'll send you my first design. I want you to... no idea is a bad idea.
Okay.
I want you to tell me what you think of this.
Is that...
It's a great idea, isn't it? Your audio cut out.
a fucking Virtual Boy? Oh, there we go.
Were you that shocked by the Virtual Boy?
No. My Discord froze.
Oh, okay. All right. So what do you think about that idea? Pretty good idea, right?
We're gonna have to cut a bunch of stuff out. But is that a fucking Virtual Boy?
Of course it is. I mean, like,
there is no way you just sent me a goddamn Virtual Boy.
I mean,
and it was like, oh, this is what they should do for the Switch 2.
That's what they should do for the Switch 2. I mean, think about it. The future is in virtual reality.
That actually does give me a few ideas, though.
Okay.
I had an idea for like a Switch 2 like a long ago, but I forgot about it. They just like jogged my memory. I had an idea for the Switch 2 where I thought instead of making it like or like at least like a version of the Switch 2, like, oh, they got the Switch Lite and then like normal Switch, the Switch Lite just being handheld mode, and then like the Switch being like dock mode. I think they should do a virtual reality Switch, where instead of docking, it becomes a virtual reality headset.
I kind of like that.
Or
that would be really sweet. Imagine,
or make it even more expensive. Sorry about talking over. I know.
It's alright.
Or maybe make it more expensive. This would be like a more expensive version. You could have it with virtual reality, docking capability, and handheld mode. So you can add virtual reality games to it, and then
that would be 3 modes.
Exactly. I think that actually makes a lot of sense now that I'm thinking about it. Because like, what's the next step from just handheld and docking? Virtual reality.
I would say so too.
I mean, PlayStation has their own virtual reality. Why can't Nintendo do it? Nintendo tried to do it with the Labo. It sucked, but they tried.
Oh man, using it with the Switch's screen, bad.
Mario Odyssey has VR mode, and I never tried it. And I really want to try it. Yes, it has VR. It has a VR mode.
That kind of sounds like a funny idea for a short.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
Okay,
that's my idea.
Are you ready for my second idea?
I'm ready for your second idea.
Okay, all right. Get ready.
Oh, hopefully it doesn't.
Brace yourself.
Hopefully it doesn't make.
I did a side profile and a front profile.
Is that? Oh, is this like a 4D idea? Is You have to like.
No, oh, hold on. You need to see the other one to get the full idea.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm having issues getting that one. Hold on 1 second. But isn't that a good idea?
You know, it reminds me so would the switch would it be kind of like come with like the hose and like everything? Would like be
It
like
would.
boxed in with it?
It would. You can connect it to your sink.
That that
Okay. So here's the front profile. So there's a big old hole in the middle of the screen. And Mario can spit on you.
That's an image I never thought I needed to see, but I
Isn't that a good idea? So here's the thought. You
All
know,
right.
like water cooling and like a PC.
Yes.
Like there's all those like tubes and stuff, right? It'll come with
course,
a
yeah.
very long tube that connects to your sink, and it kind of hooks on, and then you'll have to add like a little arm that goes to like the sink handle, and then like depending on like what's happening in the game, it may get turned on. Good idea, isn't it? So Mario can indeed spit on you.
Mario Sunshine would go hard in that with that.
It would.
But
Do you like my
thinking
demo
about
picture?
that, I love your demo picture. Thinking about that kind of reminds me of like the NES, where the NES had like other like side things with it, like Rob or like stuff like that.
Honestly,
So
that would be
it's
fun
not
to
a-
bring back, like weird little side
Yeah,
things that can attach to your console.
this isn't. But where the NES was like marketed as a toy instead of a video game console, this would be marketed as a hardware thing, not or like a handy thing,
That is
like a
true.
handyman thing.
That is true. All right, now for my final design. This is going to take a little bit of explaining. That is a
Okay.
blank picture. Excellent.
Why is that a blank? Why is there just a blank picture? Why are you showing me just a blank picture?
You'll see in a moment. That wasn't supposed to happen. That wasn't supposed to happen. Give me a minute. Okay, so this... If it's unrealistic, yes, but hear me out.
Okay.
Essentially, with what their weird little quirk is going to be, is that they're going to put all of the technology into the Joy-Cons, or the controllers. So they definitely need to fix the Joy-Cons, first of all, make them more ergonomic. But my thinking is to put as much technology in it as you can. Like, you already know about the HD Rumble in it, right? Like, you can, like, in some games, you can, like, roll it around and feel how many balls are in it.
And like the little like sensor thing on like the bottom of the red one.
Right. I'm thinking put even more in there. Now, here's what I'm thinking. What if it gets hot and cold?
I see. Yeah, like a.
That would be
like
kind of cool,
flame.
wouldn't it? Like,
that would be cool.
unrealistic. But, like, what if it got, like, a little chilly, you know? What if it got, like, warm?
That is a very cool idea.
Interesting idea. That's just what I was thinking. And then, on top of that, we can put more technology than just that. For example, you know the PlayStation 5 controllers, right?
Yeah, with like are you going like with the triggers?
The adaptive triggers are so cool. If you've never held a PlayStation 5 controller, essentially when you pushed it, there's resistance almost. Depending on the situation, there's more or less resistance when you pull the trigger, so it can feel like you're like shooting a gun. So obviously they probably can't do that because it's like trademark or patented, but with Nintendo's creativity, I want them to do something like that.
I actually put that in my design.
Oh, you put the special
Adaptive.
triggers.
I put the adaptive triggers. Yeah, I will say, off topic or kind of on topic, the adaptive triggers make swinging as Spider-Man makes you feel like Spider-Man.
Oh, it's so cool. One of my favorite times, I had so much promise in the PlayStation 5 when it first came out. One of the coolest things...
It's a good console, but it just doesn't have
It's a
any
good
games.
console. It just doesn't have games. One of the coolest things, and it's not really even used, is there was a pack-in game called Astro's Playroom,
Oh, yeah, they're
and when
making.
you there's a like a Gatling gun, and when you pull down the trigger on it, it bounces. Like you can feel it going do 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 do,
Yeah,
and that was so cool, so incredibly cool. I wish they used that more.
I loved Astro, whatever the game's called. I
Astro's
forgot what it's
Playroom
called.
or
Astro's
something
Playroom.
maybe.
I love that game.
It was good. It was
That
good.
that was probably like one of the best tie-in like pack-in games, technically
Mm-hmm.
pack-in that I've ever seen, genuinely. And I'm glad they're making a new one.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, I kind of like Astro as a mascot,
I do too.
but they don't use him enough for anything.
Okay, your turn. Let's see what you got.
My turn. Do you want to look at my picture, or do you want me to like put it like on screen, or do you want me to? Do you want me to
We're gonna
show
put
it
it
on
on
camera?
screen after, but you
you
can
want me to
put you can show it on camera too. But we'll put a better
Here,
version on the
I,
screen.
I used marker so it would be able to show up on camera better.
Okay. All right. I see some interesting things.
Okay, so this is my design. I call it the Super Nintendo Switch. That's
Okay.
that's the name I want them to go with. If you don't go with that Nintendo, you're dead to me.
The Super Switch
Dead to
would
me.
be really
If you
nice.
if
Good
you
idea.
call it the Nintendo Switch 2, you are literally dead to me, Nintendo. I will become an Xbox kid. I swear to God.
They won't do that, right? They can't call it the Nintendo Switch
I
2.
I think that there is still a small chance they might do that because of the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
They want to make sure that people know that this is a second console. And this is a brand new console. So the way you do that is go, oh, this is the Switch 2. It's the second Switch.
No, well, the thing is that just putting something next to it does not make it seem like it's a new console.
I know, but Nintendo would probably think it does.
Yeah, but it does not. That's why the Wii U failed. Because people didn't want to buy it because they have a Wii.
Yeah.
Home screen
And
music.
also,
That would be
well, no,
nice.
that's not the only reason why the Wii U failed. The reason the Wii U failed mostly was because they marketed the gamepad,
Marketing was
not the
very
console.
bad, yes.
They marketed the gamepad, not the console. Why would?
But that definitely was a reason.
Let me go over what I want. So I want home screen music and eShop music. Obviously, we need to bring that back. We need
Sure,
home themes
yeah.
again. We need home themes again. Like, I want to be able to like open up my Switch and like just have it on the menu, and I just see Zelda or like Link, like just like the Breath of the Wild like box art like in the background. I feel like that would be cool. Having something like that.
I think that there was almost an element of creativity that was lost with the Switch. Because
Yeah.
if you've ever had a Wii U, there's just so much wonder and like creativity just oozing from it. Like the way the home screen is with the Mii's and the music and like how everything's put out, it feels so like whimsical almost.
Yeah.
The Switch just feels sterile. Like I don't want
Yeah.
to spend time on the Switch. I'm just going to spend time in the games. With the Wii U, I almost wanted to spend time just like looking around and just like using stuff, you know?
Yeah, like Miiverse or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. I
Um,
want them to add more stuff like that.
I wrote as powerful as a Steam Deck here, obviously, which is the dream.
That would be
I
nice.
I don't. I think wanting it. I think people wanting it to be as powerful as a PS5, being like, "Oh, it's as powerful as a PS4 Pro. Why not a PS5?" That's stupid. I think you're really stupid.
I think
Sorry, but
I
no,
want them to make it more powerful, but at the end of the day, it doesn't.
They
need
can't.
to be.
I don't think. I think having a portable device as strong as a PS5 at this time
is not necessary.
It's not necessary, but also I don't think it's very likely that it can even be like done well.
No, absolutely not.
That can. I feel like if you do that, there will be so many problems, and it's not a good idea. So PS4 Pro, that's PS, and plus the PS4, the jump between PS4 Pro and PS5 is not that big. Let's be honest. Plus, and Nintendo games, they are not very detailed when it comes to, like, ports and stuff like that. They have art styles and stuff that work well with like that kind of graphics. The new Zelda game would probably look amazing in a PS4 Pro graphics.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I wrote here I want the default screen to be OLED because I think that would be cool.
I totally agree. Have you used an OLED Switch? I know that you don't have one, right?
I have used an OLED Switch. I don't have
They're
one.
They're pretty
really
nice, aren't they?
They are really nice.
Yeah.
I didn't write it here because I didn't have any colors, but I want the like buttons to be like SNES like color palette, like purple and gray.
Okay. Oh, right, kind of going off of the Super thing. That's true.
I think that would be really. I think that'd be really cute, and I like that.
That is a really cute idea.
And I think the Joy-Con should be gray, like to match the controller.
Yeah, and then add like some purple decals on it.
Yeah, and to help with the Super Nintendo Switch theme, which I didn't even think of that when I was making it, the rounded edges on the and bigger like Joy-Cons. I feel like that matches like the roundness of the SNES.
Much more comfortable.
Yeah, they'd be much more comfortable.
The Joy-Cons need a big overhaul.
Yeah, I was thinking about making it just like a normal controller, but then it wouldn't work well when it's like this, like aside. So I just made it like just round. Just do it round. They don't have to be so tiny. You just make them round.
Yeah.
I know it's like a portable device, but like who cares?
Right.
When you're taking it out, you're going to be taking the controllers off anyways.
Right. What do you think about those like weird magnetic rumors?
I think that I think it's likely, but I don't think it's very likely because I think Nintendo would be worried about like, oh, what if it could break or something like that, I guess, or something like that. Because I would be worried about I would be worried about like the magnets not being that strong and like it's like in my bag, like they fall off or something, or like something like that.
Oh yeah, that would be kind of annoying. Yeah.
I mean, even right now with like the thing, like do you have like that problem where like you don't have to press the button anymore to like take them off? You just like pop them off.
No, I don't have that issue.
Yeah. Mine is broken to the point where it does that. My brother's was broken to the point where it does that, and he lost his Joy-Cons because of that. I'm pretty sure Fernando's, the Boonies, is also like that. It's really bad. It's an easy fix, but like...
Yeah.
And then also, I had the OLED back stand, because the normal Switch's back stand is horrible.
Oh, yeah. No, the OLED Switch back stand is good. Kick stand? I think that's what it's called.
I wrote triggers... like PS5, and I think that's basically it, really.
What do you think about...
also a real D-pad. Also a real D-pad.
That would be nice. What do you think about screen size?
Screen size?
Do you think it should be bigger than what we have now?
I think it should just be as big as the OLED.
You think the OLED is a good size?
I think the OLED is perfect.
Okay.
It is the perfect Switch size. Well, screen size.
Maybe... is the Steam Deck screen bigger? I've never compared them.
Do you have a Steam Deck?
I don't.
I really want a Steam Deck.
I've held one before, but I don't remember.
So the OLED Switch screen size is 7 inches, and the Steam Deck is 7.4 inches for the OLED model and 7-inch for the LCD model. So the Steam Deck is bigger.
I think slightly, the Steam Deck a little bigger, because the thing is that an underrated way to play that I kind of use is when I'm out places and I just want to spontaneously like play games with people. I just put up the Switch on its kickstand and then just pass around controllers there. And I think for that, the bigger the screen, the better. Especially if you're playing like split screen Mario.
That's fair, but the way I look at it is it's a portable device. You still want to keep it portable. Making it bigger doesn't really help that. And I put like big ass Joy-Cons.
Yeah, but like the thing is,
I do get what you're saying.
If it's there's a certain point where like if you're gonna bring a Switch is already big and unwieldy. I would argue that it's not very portable. Here's the thing. A DS, it was the most portable console Nintendo ever made. It can literally slip into your pocket, and you don't need a case, you just flip it closed. If you're bringing a Switch with you, you're already deciding that you're going to bring a Switch with you. And the thing is that making it slightly bigger doesn't make it any more that much difficult, you know?
That's fair.
If you're bringing a Switch with you, you might as well bring a slightly larger Switch.
True.
That's,
I see your point.
That's my opinion.
I see your point, yeah. But yeah, that's my dream Switch. And I thought for like the... I also think like when you like detach the Joy-Cons and like use like the thing instead of like when you don't have like a Pro Controller, it would feel a lot better. Mm-hmm. So that's it. I also didn't put it there, but like... Oh, wait, there was two more things. Like bumps on like the back. Like the groove into your like palms and stuff. You know what I mean?
The only issue is that Nintendo tried to push the whole like flipping the controller on its side thing and like playing that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a big bump on the back would probably interfere with that, right?
True. I mean, you don't have to put it. I just thought it would be, but definitely make it rounder.
Definitely more comfortable, a little bigger, much bigger, I think.
I mean, Nintendo.
One thing. I don't know if the Steam Deck has this patented, but you've never felt one, have you? Mm-mm. There's these big old touch pads on them.
Yeah, I put that in my design.
Those are really nice. Really, really nice. And they feel clicky almost.
Are you talking about things on the front?
Yeah, there's little touch pads.
What are you talking about? Buttons on the back, basically.
Oh, yeah, sure. But no, there's little touch, like, little touch pads, you know?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When you feel it over, it feels it almost feels mechanical. And it's pretty nice. And that is something, if it's not patented, that I would really like to see in it.
I mean, that is pretty cool.
It's great for like shooters because it feels like you're using a mouse.
True. I suppose, but also I don't really feel like like screams like Nintendo Switch.
Probably
you know what I mean?
Not. It's probably like that seems like an advanced thing almost.
Yeah, maybe like a secondary console, like the OLED or something. Right. They add they add that, or like they add like different have different Joy-Cons or something.
What do you think about launch titles?
Launch titles. Metroid Prime 4, obviously. I think it's gonna be cross-platform.
Let me look at my shelf. Let me see what we still got. Mario Kart, definitely, right?
Yeah, apparently Mario Kart Tour is Mario Kart 9. Did you know that?
What?
Apparently they're labeling Mario Kart Tour as Mario Kart 9.
Who?
Nintendo.
Where?
Do you know what Mario Kart Tour is?
Yeah, I know what it is. That's the app.
They're apparently labeling it as Mario Kart 9, Nintendo is. And they're going to call the next Mario Kart 10, which I think is stupid.
Where have they talked about that? I have no clue.
I've heard it from loads of things.
I haven't heard that, but that's kind of interesting.
Tour 9.
And
Mario Kart Tour, blah, 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 blah.
On top of that, it kind of makes it makes sense because it kind of makes it seem like the next like Mario game, Mario Kart 10. That's such like a definitive
I think
number.
they're just doing that because they want to call it like Mario Kart X or something.
Mario Kart X would kind of suck.
Family.
I know. Mario Kart.
Turn to Fast and Furious.
I know. Oh yeah. Fast and Furious. Mario Kart 10. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Mario Kart 9.
It does.
Yeah. Mario Kart 10. That seems it's such a round, nice number. So I think that is definitely because that is the top selling Nintendo Switch game of all time.
Yeah, I do that. Or they're gonna do Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Plus Edition. I feel like my stance on Mario Kart 8. I didn't start hating it until like 2019 because
You
that's
hate
when
it?
like I hate Mario Kart 8 because they milked the shit out of it, and it's not even that good of a Mario Kart.
What do you mean? What do you mean they milked it?
Well, it's been around since 2014.
Oh, you mean that they've like kept that as the only
Yeah.
Mario Kart?
Since the Super Nintendo, there's been a new Mario Kart on every single console except the Switch.
Well, here's the
Switch,
thing.
it ruined it.
I don't like Mario Kart. I'm sorry.
I don't either. But Mario Kart 8 is my least favorite Mario Kart.
The only situation in which I play Mario Kart is in like a party setting where everybody's like on a couch and you'd be like, "Oh!" But you would never catch me playing Mario Kart by myself.
Yeah, I mean, same actually, genuinely.
Now,
The only Mario Kart I would play.
I would play it if they
Dash.
made it more like Double Dash.
Yeah, I want a Double Dash mode. Like Scott the Woz keeps saying, which is an actual really good idea. Double Dashes as a mode would be
Yeah, definitely
amazing.
not like, because I think in Mario Kart Double Dash that's the only mode, right? There's not a single mode.
Yeah, that's the only mode.
Okay, well,
There's no single mode.
if they made it a mode and really advertised it as like a co-op Mario game, I think that would be great.
Yeah,
What do you think about like a story mode?
I think it could work. I mean, it worked for Diddy Kong Racing, so I think it could work.
Okay, all right.
I think
I'd be
Diddy Kong
interested
Racing
in
is
trying
better.
it.
I think Diddy Kong Racing is better than most Mario Karts. To be honest with
I've
you,
never played Diddy Kong Racing.
it's really good. It has like a story mode. You can play it. You can like fly planes and stuff. They should have planes in Mario Kart. I know it's Mario Kart, but like, come on, you had bikes. What's stopping you from adding planes? Come on. It'd be fun.
Would they just like kind of hover there on the track, or would they
I mean,
just
yeah,
be
but like,
above, far in the sky, and just?
no, I feel like they should have like a airplane mode type thing. You know. I mean, I feel like that'd be pretty cool.
Ooh, hold on, what's that one called? It's
Banjo Pilot.
no. Oh, okay. A Donkey Kong Barrel Blast mode. That would go pretty hard, wouldn't it?
They should re-release the bongos.
Mm-hmm,
Except Barrel Blast doesn't use the bongos. You can't use the bongos on the original Barrel Blast.
Right, it's motion control, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it sucks because of that.
Mhm.
Not just because of that, but it just sucks in general. But yeah,
Barrel Blast mode, it would kind of go hard. That would be like the plane mode that you were talking about.
yeah, I suppose so.
And then you could go like this, shaking your hands wildly.
But yeah, no,
What a
Mario
great
Kart 10.
game. What a great
I
game.
think Mario Kart 10 will be released. I don't think it'll be like a launch title.
What do you think about a Mario?
I think that is the one I think is probably most likely going to happen. I think Mario Odyssey 2. I'm doing quotes right now because I know you can't see me.
Right. Probably not going to be Odyssey 2, but just a new
Yeah.
3D Mario.
Yeah, I think a new 3D Mario game will be launched with the Switch 2 because we've gone 7 years now without a new Mario game, without a new 3D Mario game.
Yeah.
We've never gone that long, at least as far as I know.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility for what they'll do next.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing have you heard about the Splatoon 4 rumors?
No.
All right.
We just got 3 last year.
No, it's actually been a few years.
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I think it may have been 2.
So that's not
3
enough time.
years.
It's not enough time for a sequel to come out.
Now, here's the thing. Rumors are that there is a project in development that is Splatoon 4.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I know. It feels like Splatoon 3 just came out. Hold on. Let me...
Literally, but even 2 years, it isn't. That isn't enough waiting time.
Well, think about it. It's not going to... Okay. It's not... The Switch 2 isn't coming out right now.
I mean, yeah, but still. If they do
Okay, it
Splatoon,
was 2022, so it is coming up on 2 years.
if it becomes a launch title, that's 3 years since Splatoon 3 came out. That's not long enough for a
I know,
game.
but usually 4 years is kind of the sequel.
I don't think it should be a launch title. I think it should just come out like the year after.
I want if I want a new console, I want a new Splatoon game. I like Splatoon.
Well, then they'll port it over to port Splatoon
If
3
it's
over.
ported over, then yeah, that would be fine. But if it is, if they aren't bringing over this, if this is a new console, I don't think it will be. But if it is a new console, then I would want a Splatoon game, because I would be kind of sad because I won't be playing Splatoon because I won't be on my Switch. I'll be on the new console.
Fair enough.
What do you think about that Switch successor? What does that mean to you? Do you think that most people agree that they're gonna make it cross-platform?
Yeah, it's gonna be cross-platform.
Right. Now, you're probably right, but here's what I'm thinking.
I think they're gonna do like the 3DS thing, where like they had like the little strip, so you can't put 3DS games in the DS.
Mm-hmm. Probably. What I'm thinking is that I just lost my thoughts. So I'm worried that it's almost gonna have, or that they may be thinking that's gonna have Splatoon, or not Splatoon, Wii U syndrome, as in like it's not. They aren't marketing it as like a new enough of a console, because you don't need one because you already have a Wii. I think they want this to sell well, and they want to make it seem like a brand new thing. And to do that, they would not let you play Switch games on it. That is a possibility. Not saying that it would be. I don't think it would. That is a possibility.
I don't think that's a possibility.
You don't think it's a possibility?
I don't, because I think when a thing is cross-platform, people will be like, oh, then I can upgrade and I can keep my other games. That's perfect for me. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like that's why most people upgraded.
Right, but Nintendo isn't the smartest sometimes.
I feel like lately they've been pretty smart.
You think they've been pretty smart?
Yeah, I think the Wii U hit them in a way that, like, oh, we have to, like, be smarter. And like throughout the Switch era, I think they've gotten smarter and smarter to the point where like they're like a dominant force in the gaming industry. Where like they're probably like the smartest company.
This is gonna sound a little strange, but I almost want it to be like completely new, just because I want something. I almost want like a fresh slate, something brand new that I can kind of like that I can hop on. You know? Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Like, kind of like, I want, like, going from the Wii U to the Switch, such a big jump. And, like, I kind of want that big of a jump here. But with the word Switch successor, I almost think it's going to be a half jump. Almost.
I think...
Like, would you consider DS to 3DS, would you consider that a brand, like a full jump to the next generation?
Fuck no.
Mm-hmm. I see. That's what I'm thinking. This is gonna be, right? I don't.
I
want a full jump to the next generation. I almost want Nintendo to leave the Switch behind. I want something brand new and fresh. I know that they're not gonna do that, but I kind of want it. To be totally honest with you,
I think you can make it a full jump into the next generation with the Switch. I think you can do that.
I think that's great. I want that.
It's almost the highest selling console of all time. I think people will look at, as long as you market it well and pick a good name, not something like the Switch U.
The Switch U would be pretty funny.
Then it's gonna do well, because if it's cross-platform and you market it well, people are gonna be like, it's a brand new Switch. because people have been complaining for the past 5 years, being like, we need to Switch 2 already. We need to Switch 2. 30 FPS is crazy. 30 FPS is too low.
I definitely think it's purposeful, the amount of waiting that they've had.
Yes, especially the waiting. Yeah, but people have been hyped for this. If it's just, the rumors are true and it's as powerful as a Steam Deck and it runs at 60 FPS and 4K resolution, people will be like, "This is what we needed. This is what I want. This is what I always wanted in the Switch." I feel like the Switch 2, the Wii U was the predecessor. It was like the little, like, I don't know, how do I say this? The Wii U was like a test to see if people like the Switch, or like how do they do a Switch. And they made the Switch. People like the Switch. But also, you could also say the Switch is a test to go even beyond the Switch. Like I was talking, the VR thing, they could definitely do that.
Okay.
Definitely a likely thing. The Switch 2, the Switch is like a half-baked Switch 2. Which I know that's crazy to say right now.
I think that VR idea would be kind of... That is very...
It's an insane idea, but I think it's very likely.
You think it's likely?
I don't think it's as likely as, like, just a normal Switch 2. But, like, if they wanted... as a gimmick, I think that is a likely gimmick.
I think that would be the jump to bring it to the next generation. Don't you think?
I suppose, but... This is how okay, I know how to say it. The Switch was a half jump into the next generation. The Switch 2 will be the full jump into the next generation.
Okay.
That's the way I look at it. If the rumors are true about the Switch 2 being as powerful as the Steam Deck and everything, the Switch 2 will be a full Switch.
I think what will really make it for me is that if they release it and it's just kind of a boring home screen gray, the squares and everything, it's just like an exact copy of the Switch, like almost an exact copy of the Switch home screen, I would be pretty disappointed. I want this to have like almost, I want this to have so much more charm. I think that would be enough to like make it worth it for me.
At least add menu music or eShop.
I think that would make it seem much newer.
Or at the very least, don't even add music. I don't add themes. Just add themes.
Right. I'm a little worried about this not being new enough. That's my primary worry.
I see your point, but I still stand by what I just said. I think the Switch was the half jump, and the Switch 2 will be the full jump.
Okay. All right. Let's see how it turns out then.
In
my opinion, so I think that the Switch was the big jump.
I don't think so. I don't think so because think about it. The Switch happened in the middle of the generation.
Yeah. Nintendo doesn't really follow by the generation rules of the other consoles.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's been out for like 7 years now, and they're still stuck in that generation. I feel like, so they want to so they're gonna jump into this generation. I just think the Switch being 30 FPS and all that stuff, like that is Nintendo for you, but the Switch just feels like it can do so much more. So that's why I just feel like it's just a half jump. I don't know how else to say it. That's just the best way I can put it.
I'd like to see it. I hope you're right. As an optimist, I would like the next one to just be the full jump into the next generation and like be something so brand new and fresh, you know?
Yeah.
That's totally what I would want.
The virtual reality idea. I mean, PlayStation has a new virtual reality.
How would you think that would happen? What's your idea for how that would really work?
I don't really know. Maybe like comes with like a little like headset thing, and you like plug the Switch in there, and like it has like a VR mode or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I feel like it could happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I think it is a likely.
What if they do it as a separate attachment?
I think that would be more likely. Anyways, we were talking about launch titles.
Launch titles, yeah. Mario. I
Legends
think there
ZA.
could potentially be a Mario. I think there could potentially. I think there will be a Mario Kart. I'm pretty confident in that fact.
Definitely. Metroid Prime 4 would definitely be cross-platform. I'm hell-bent on that. I think that is definitely going to happen. But also, we forgot
Do you think
Pokemon
that's going to be a
Legends
launch
ZA.
title, or do you think that's going to? Do you think that's possibly going to release on Switch?
I think it's going to release on Switch and get ported.
Okay.
But like a deluxe port, kind of. Like a definitive port. Like they're making it for the Switch 2, but they dumbed it down for the Switch.
I think that's definitely possible, yeah. Because
Also,
Metroid doesn't have the selling power to be a launch title, I don't think.
Yeah. But
let me take a look, just for curiosity's sake. Let me see the Switch launch titles.
It was Breath of the Wild was a cross-platform.
It was on the Wii U. Yeah, you're right.
People forget about that. It's still a Switch game.
Yeah.
Just like Breath of the Wild was meant to be a Switch game.
Okay, so here are the launch titles. Titers for the Nintendo Switch. It was 1-2 Switch, Just Dance 2017, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Skylanders, Imaginators, Super Bomberman R, I Am Setsuna, Snipper Clips, Shovel Knight, Treasure Trove, Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment, and Fast RMX. Yeah, I would kind of worry if I was an early Switch adopter. I would be kind of worried if those were the games that I could play.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so let's kind of reevaluate this. There was 3 Nintendo games on launch, and 2 of them were new franchises. So that's kind of interesting. Do you think that they're only really going to go for 1?
No.
Because there's 1-2 Switch, Snipper Clips, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Those were the only Nintendo launch titles.
Yeah, no, I don't think that they're gonna. I think they're gonna go bigger with this one, at least bigger as in like compared to that one. Mm-hmm. I think Metroid Prime 4 is gonna be cross-platform. It's gonna get released on the Switch, like a dumbed-down version, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, here is the actual version of the game that we actually wanted to make, and it can release on Switch too."
Yeah,
because I don't think Mario Kart 10 is going to be a launch title.
You don't think so?
Personally, I don't think it's gonna be a launch title.
Okay.
I think they're still going to be riding high on the Switch.
Mario, this wasn't a launch title either. The only launch title was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and 1-2 Switch, if you include that one.
Yeah, but I think they're going to be like, oh, we got to wait till like the majority of people have switched to the Switch 2 now. Right.
Well, there's probably going to be,
and then they release it.
If I was guessing, there would be maybe one game that is for kind of. What's the word for that? Not pro, but like veteran Nintendo fans, right? And that would be the Metroid. But they also have to have like a game that includes the non-gamer fan base almost.
We forgot about Pokemon Legends ZA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does that doesn't have a release date, does it?
2025.
Huh.
I think that could be a because they never said it. They never said it. They never showed any footage.
That could potentially be the case.
I think that could be a launch title.
Okay. Well, the fact that they don't have any gameplay for that makes it seem like it's a launch title, yeah. Because
and then also we have to our dream launch titles. We should do that too.
Dream launch titles. What would be my dream launch title? You go first. I can't think of anything.
Mario Odyssey 2, obviously. I don't think we should get a new Zelda yet. I'm still riding on Tears of the Kingdom. Metroid Prime 4, I think it would be much better on the Switch 2. I'm hoping. I believe it's going to be on the Switch 2. Mm-hmm. What other? I want a new F-Zero game.
Ooh.
But that won't be a launch title. I mean, I think that they are testing the waters to bring back. I think they're testing the waters to bring back a lot of IPs for the Switch 2. Donkey Kong. I want a new Donkey Kong game.
Okay.
I,
All right.
yeah, like F-Zero 99, I think they were like testing the waters, like how many F-Zero fans are there? How many people want it back or something like that? I think they're testing the waters with Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the Switch 2, like through its lifespan, we're gonna see a lot of returning IPs.
Yeah,
I think F-Zero could come back.
that would be
Genuinely, I
interesting.
think it can come back. I think Donkey Kong will finally come back. Which
Okay.
it's
All
bizarre
right.
to me that I have to say I think Donkey Kong will come back. Donkey Kong should be a staple of their brand.
Yeah.
They should
Yeah.
he should be their second mascot. I don't, but apparently that's Kirby now. So
Well, I
I think
mean, in Universal Studios, they're opening a Donkey Kong Land and not a Kirby Land.
true, but like Donkey Kong is still like subsection of Mario.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, technically it's the other way around because Donkey
Yeah,
Kong came
Donkey
out
Kong
first.
was first. Yeah, that's true.
Mario's
But
just a
Mario was
spin-off.
in that game, though.
He was. No,
Or I guess
Jumpman was.
Jumpman. Jumpman is what, his like grandfather?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the lore. Interesting.
Uh,
For me, launch game. I don't know about a launch title, but with this generation, I would love to see an Earthbound remake.
Ooh. Yeah, Mother 3. Just translate it. Nintendo, come on, just translate
Bringing
it.
over Mother
Give
3
it
would
to
be
us.
very cool too. But
Just
imagine.
don't even change it. Just translate it.
Okay, close your eyes. Imagine this. The viewer, close your eyes as well.
Oh, I was close. Oh, okay.
Imagine an Earthbound remake in the style of Link's Awakening.
That would go hard as fuck.
That would go kind of hard, wouldn't it? With like the kind of the same art style. I think it transfers over pretty well.
Yeah, that would go hard. I would
That
love
would
that.
go pretty hard, wouldn't it? I would. Okay, you can open your eyes now. But yeah, that would be really nice. I mean, I don't think it should. Since we just had a game in the series, I don't think it should be right away. But my favorite Nintendo game is probably Splatoon, so I would love to have another Splatoon game. I know that people probably aren't going to be too happy with that since we just got one, but that is what I would want. And if there was a new one, I would be pretty excited. And I would like to see them evolve on the series as well, make it unique.
Yeah, I feel that.
Maybe a more in-depth story mode.
Ooh, that'd be
just more
nice.
stuff to do, I think. I would love to see that in a Splatoon game.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, those two, I think realistically what I would like to see, I would like to see a 3D Mario with this game. With the Switch, I mean.
Now we were talking about like I was talking about like IPs that they probably bring back. What IPs do you think they'll bring back? That like out of F-Zero,
Star Fox. Do I think that they'll bring back, or do I want them to bring back?
Do you think that they'll bring back?
I don't know if they will, to be honest with you.
I think that they're gonna bring back F-Zero in like some way or form.
What IPs have they brought back?
Like recently?
Recently. Like what IPs? Metroid is the only one. But even then, Metroid never really left because there just was Dread. Dread was like the return.
True.
I don't think they've really brought back any franchises that I can think of.
They technically brought back Pikmin, even though Pikmin...
Yeah, you're right, I guess. They kind of brought back Pikmin.
But I don't know why, I'm just getting that feeling that Nintendo with like releasing F-Zero 99 and re-releasing Donkey Kong Country Returns. I don't know, I just feel like this could be like the generation for Nintendo where like they're like, oh yeah, no, you wanted this? Yeah, we'll make it for you. I think Star Fox could come back.
That would be interesting. I want that. I would be totally fine with that. I mean, I'm not a big Star Fox fan, but I would be ecstatic for the Star Fox fans.
I'm a big Star Fox fan. I love Star Fox.
How are you?
Yeah.
It's all right.
A new Wario Land game would be epic.
That would be very interesting. That would be very interesting.
Yeah.
I want them, now that they're in a comfortable spot, I want them to try to evolve.
Yeah, also that. Yeah, now they're in like a very comfortable spot where like, yeah, no, we can bring these things back and if they don't sell, oh well.
Absolutely. I want them to try all sorts of new things now that they can guarantee success.
A new Punch-Out! would be
I do
awesome.
like Punch-Out. I do like Punch-Out. I would like a new Punch-Out game.
Like, think about it. Like, punching with like the Joy-Cons would be perfect for Punch-Out.
I think Arms kind of fills in that.
I do think that they're. Do you think that they're gonna make an Arms too?
I think so. I think that's gonna be their big motion control kind of thing, which I'm fine with. I thought Arms was okay.
I thought Arms was okay, but it could have been more. I think the idea is cool.
I like the idea. I like the characters. I think there's more stuff that they can do with it.
Yeah, definitely. They should have added more content.
Yeah. There was kind of a main story, if I remember correctly.
There was? I don't remember that.
I think there kind of was, but I could be totally wrong. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited.
I'm excited for the Switch too.
I am too.
I hope we get a new F-Zero. I hope we get a new Star Fox.
That's
the main one.
That's crazy.
The main one. I think they will definitely bring back. I do believe that they definitely are testing the waters for is Donkey Kong Country. They definitely are gonna try.
What about those rumors about a 3D Donkey Kong that we've heard for years?
I did hear about those, but
those have existed for a very long time, and yet we've never seen anything like it.
Donkey Kong 64.
You think that it's gonna be like that?
I hope not.
That was kind of a bad game, wasn't it?
I don't like Donkey Kong 64. There's too much to collectathon-ing.
Says the Banjo-Kazooie fan.
Yeah, but it has like just enough collectathon-ing.
Just enough.
There's a difference between too much and not enough, and then just right. It's like Goldilocks.
Just right. And Banjo-Kazooie fits that.
Because he's a bear.
He is a bear.
Goldilocks.
That is true. you know, you may be onto something.
They brought back Mario and Luigi. That's another thing they brought back.
You are right. Okay, so that's probably the biggest thing that they brought back.
True. And I still think, maybe not an F-Zero. I hope we get an F-Zero. I think that it isn't possible now with like them re-releasing F-Zero 99. I think that was we'll just drop this. Be like,
I just had an idea. But keep going.
What?
First of all, do you remember the guy that paid like an absurd amount of money to ask like Nintendo if they're gonna bring a new F-Zero to Switch?
No.
You and I heard about that?
I've never heard about this.
Someone invested an absurd amount of money in Nintendo to be able to, because if you're like a shareholder, you can go to like their meetings, ask them questions about like where they're going, because it's your money that you're investing in them. So somebody invested like an absurd amount of money just so that they could attend one of these meetings, and they asked them if they were going to bring a new F-Zero, and it was kind of embarrassing. They just said no.
I feel like the reason why they're not bringing F-Zero back
is
they
they have no plans.
I think it's because of Mario Kart.
Sure.
But Miyamoto or like whoever says like, no, we're not bringing it back because we don't have any more ideas for it. You don't have any more ideas for a racing game? You don't have any more ideas for a racing game?
That is true.
No, you're not bringing it back because Mario Kart is the most successful like racing game like of all time.
Another franchise that I would love them to bring back is Rhythm Heaven.
Oh, I would love that.
I love Rhythm Heaven. I would love to see them do something with that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Let me think. A new Animal Crossing would be really fun if they had some new ideas with it.
That could happen. I could see that happening. Definitely a new Yoshi game will happen.
A new Yoshi game. Very interesting. Not a big Yoshi guy.
I'm not either, but kids love it, so
I guess so.
They're very easy. They're like the easiest games ever.
True, I guess. Oh, they brought back Advance Wars.
True.
That was a pretty big bring back.
Even though it took like years for them to release it.
Right. Yeah, I think Earthbound is just the biggest one, right? Like, that's the biggest... I've argued that that's the biggest dead franchise.
Yeah. But I don't think it's dead. I think it just ended. I think Mother 3 like concluded things. I don't think we're ever gonna get a Mother 4. I don't think we should ever get a Mother 4.
I've never played Mother 3, so I don't know the story of it.
What I've heard is just it's like an ending.
It is a definitive ending.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is a new cast of characters, though, isn't it?
I don't know. I never played it. That's just what I've heard. I've heard like during research, I heard that like he doesn't want the creator doesn't want to bring it back because he's like I ended it.
Okay, that makes sense. One thing
I still think they should like do remakes and like release them. Release Mother. You release Mother 1, release Mother 3. Come on.
And Earthbound, in the Octopath Traveler style would also be pretty cool. Like 2D,
that would be pretty
3D.
Cool.
What do they call that style? 2D, 3D,
2D HD,
HD 2D HD, okay.
HD 2D, HD 2D.
Yeah,
HD 2D.
well, that kind of weird like mix between 3D and 2D. I think a lot of Earthbound's charm comes from being 2D, so I think that would be a pretty cool way to remake Earthbound. I would be really happy about that. That is probably the biggest announcement that I would lose my lid for. Yeah,
that would be pretty cool. But I don't think we've ever seen like a style like that with like the bright colors. So that would be pretty cool to see.
Oh yeah,
like with like
no, it's always like
green and red.
Yeah, it's always like
it's always dark
and dingy. You know?
Yeah. But I think that could be pretty cool. Like the bright grass green.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Like still keeping the 2D sprites and stuff, but just I think that they can stylize that really well. And I think that is the announcement that I would probably be the most excited for.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Now some sequels. You want to talk about some sequels that we could get?
Sure.
Luigi's Mansion 4. Do you think that could happen?
Definitely not a launch title, but like maybe during the first Halloween season or something.
Yeah, I could see that, yeah.
I like Luigi's Mansion. I didn't play the third one, though.
I don't like the second one, but I thoroughly enjoyed the third one.
Best Luigi's Mansion game is unironically the arcade game. I think we've talked about this before. Have you played that one?
I didn't even know there was an arcade game.
It's pretty fun. You got like, you should Google it. You got like this big plastic vacuum and you aim it at the screen and go... It's pretty fun.
Me and Booney recently recorded a Luigi's Mansion plug-and-play episode, and it's ironically our best episode.
It may be out by the time this comes out, so make sure to go check that out. Okay, it will not be. Everybody subscribe to Plug and Play anyways.
Yeah, do it.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
a
new Luigi's Mansion would be cool.
That looks cool.
Oh, are you looking at it?
Yeah, that looks really cool.
Arcade machine.
Is it like the phone booth looking one?
Let me take a look. I haven't. Yeah, it's got like Luigi on the back with like the... Yeah, this one's pretty fun.
Maybe I can try and find one.
Yeah, I mean, give it a try sometime. I'm a big arcade guy. I like arcades.
There aren't really many arcades near me, so unfortunately.
Really? I feel like there would be. I mean, like in any mall.
There are like arcades, but like the generic arcades are like all they have is like air hockey and like stuff like that.
Kind of off topic. Do you have a Round One or any of arcades that have Japanese arcade machines?
Unfortunately, no. But I really want to. I really want to collect.
Cool. Like there's Taikum no Tatsujin. Have you seen that game?
No.
Oh well, at the arcade machine, it's a drum game, like a Japanese drum game.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I just never knew that.
And they'll have like the big drums there, and they'll have like the sticks too, and those are so fun. It's so much more fun than playing Taiko no Tatsujin regularly. And then I'm also a big Hatsune Miku fan, and they have her rhythm game in those arcades as well, and I can spend hours just there grinding it out because I am actually unironically very good at that. If anybody wants to see me do that sometimes, maybe I'll stream it. I am very good at that game.
It would be a really weird stream.
It would be a really random and weird stream, but I am really good at that game. I can really grind out some pretty cool combos.
Alright, so more sequels. Do you think we could get a new Paper Mario?
No, absolutely not.
What about
Especially with we got the Origami King pretty recently,
and that
then
sucked.
Oh
It was
yeah,
bad.
okay.
It was bad. It was bad.
I heard people say that it wasn't the best, and then they just ported a Thousand Year Door,
Yeah.
and then they're also making Brothership. I mean, like that's so many Mario RPGs. Oh, and there's also Super Mario RPG in the 1,000 Star or something.
They also brought that back.
Yeah, that is true. They brought that back. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So
those are a bunch of Mario RPGs brought back all at the same time. I don't think they're gonna make a new one for a very long time.
I really hope that they just like let Paper Mario die and just let Mario and Luigi be like the definitive Mario RPG.
Oh, that's a very hot take. What do you guys think about that?
I don't find that as a hot take. I find that as a very cold take. That should be a cold take because Mario and Luigi is just so much better.
Oh my gosh, that's really controversial.
I played the first Paper Mario recently. I did not like it. The only Paper Mario I like.
Oh, the first one on like the N64, not 1,000 Year Door.
Very boring.
1,000 Year Door is the one that people like, right?
1,000 Year Door is amazing. The story is amazing.
I think overall Mario and Luigi are probably better.
Overall, Mario and Luigi is way better. The fighting style is so much better.
But I heard that the only good Paper Mario game is 1,000 Year Door.
Apparently the first one, people like the first one, and I like Super Paper Mario.
People like the first Paper Mario?
Yeah, people like the first. I don't like it. I think it's boring.
Never played.
It's boring. It's just a normal RPG. It's just a normal RPG, and it's boring. I don't.
Interesting. I'll be playing the new Mario game, Brothership.
I want to play it. I really hope
I'll definitely be giving it a try. Most definitely.
Bet. I really hope I can get it.
I mean, other sequels. What do you think?
What about a new Pikmin? I think it's very likely.
I'm not a big Pikmin fan.
I think we could get Pikmin 5. I think it's likely.
Okay. I think it's possible.
Miyamoto will die for Pikmin. He loves this series.
He does like Pikmin, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like his child.
I mean, they're keeping that thing on life support, in my opinion.
Yeah, Miyamoto will not let it die.
I think it was on its deathbed a few times, and Miyamoto is personally there making sure that they do not unplug the life support.
I'm just imagining that, like,
I think
in every
that's
Nintendo...
probably one of their least selling franchises. I'm arguing maybe really less than Metroid.
Oh, it's definitely less than Metroid.
Metroid already doesn't sell very well. Dread sold well, but not that well. I think it was 3 million copies. Yeah. Should I look up what Pikmin 4 sold?
Yeah. I'm just imagining Miyamoto in, like, the Nintendo meetings, like, at the end of every, like, meeting, he just, like, looks at Fujiwara and, like, can we make a new Pikmin? Come on, give me the green light. Come on.
Wait, hold on. How many Metroid Dread sold?
Pikmin 4 sold pretty well.
Pikmin 4 sold about the same.
Really?
Okay. So, I mean, I guess it's around the same level of hype-ish.
Yeah. I love Pikmin. I think it's a nice, like, vibe.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, the most I've spent with the series is the demo for Pikmin 4 on Nintendo Switch, and I had some fun with it.
Do you think we'll get a new Smash Bros?
We
should do a series.
What do you think?
Not a series. We should do an episode on a new Smash Bros in the future.
Well, I guess we can talk about it a little bit now. What would that even entail, right? Because
I think Smash
Bros Ultimate was supposed to be Ultimate.
The Swan Song. It was supposed to be the Swan Song.
Smash Brothers, right?
Yes.
Every single character.
I think
in order for them to keep in order to keep the franchise going, I think they would have to reboot it and trim it down and make it into a different game.
Yeah. I think maybe like a Soul Calibur type game or something. I don't think that would be good, but I think that's the best way to
Right. I think what they would probably do is maybe trim it down to like 25 characters and make it like a more in-depth fighting game almost.
Yeah, and then later on, like expand like the roster, like with future installments.
Sure, but they're definitely going to cut out a bunch of
I
characters.
think. I think Sakurai is completely done.
I think so too. He's a tired man. Let the poor guy sleep.
let him just make his Kirby games.
Yeah, I know. Let him go, man. He overworks himself so much. He's just skin and bone.
He creates peak, but at what cost?
True. He is. At least he's the Studio Ghibli guy.
Yeah.
He's a really grumpy guy.
Yeah, but he chooses to come back. He's like, I'll retire now. Never mind. I want to make another one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he said that the last movie was like his retirement.
Yeah. All right. Obviously, we're gonna get a new Kirby. That's obviously gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby is like they're basically their second mascot at this point.
I think the last Kirby game was really good. Have you played?
It was. I played a demo and I really liked it.
It was a pretty good, honestly, just co-op game. Like
Forgotten Land.
Yeah. Like I
think the series.
I played it with like 2 people, and I was like, I was the Waddle Dee, but it was still pretty fun being the Waddle Dee. Because I wanted to like play with the person, like keep them engaged, so I let them be Kirby so that they can like be more involved. And genuinely, it was pretty fun being a Waddle Dee. I think that is a really good co-op, and I think that they should bring more of a co-op focus to the next Kirby game.
I think Forgotten Land is. You're talking about the 3D one, right? Yeah.
Forgotten Land,
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is the series is heading in the right direction with Forgotten Land.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it was a really good game.
2D ones are great in my opinion, but I think the Kirby should have been 3D a long time ago.
Yeah. I want to see more of Forgotten Land. I want to see that happen more. I mean, other than that, like, what else do you think? What else do you want in a Switch 2?
What else do I want on a Switch 2?
Mm-hmm. For some last-minute thoughts.
I want a new Wii Sports game that's actually good, that they actually put like care into, that they actually like launch with sports.
I don't think they will be, to be honest, because they just updated Switch Sports.
Why do they update that? It's been like 2 years since you added golf.
Yeah, they just added basketball. There's not going to be anything new for a while.
Fortunately, yeah.
Just to play basketball. I mean, what I can think of for mine is that I just want a more ergonomic design. I want a lot more charm put into it.
I want it to be more powerful.
Right.
But that's obviously going to happen. I want it to be more comfortable in the hands. I want it to feel like it's stepping into the next generation, like I was saying.
One thing that's kind of underrated is load times. The Switch has really bad load times.
True.
But like the PlayStation 5 instant.
Yeah, I open up the eShop and it doesn't load properly at all.
Loading into Breath of the Wild takes like 6 minutes. It takes a long time.
The eShop is atrocious. Every time I open the eShop, it lags. It lags. Man, I don't even mind the app opening slowly. I mind that every time I go to like a next like section, it like has to like wait. I have to wait.
I want it to be a lot faster.
I just want to see what deals it has. Okay.
True.
Just let me see what deals.
I want it to be a lot faster. I would be happy about that.
I want it to be called the Super Nintendo Switch.
That's true. I mean, other than that, I just hope it's good, right?
Yeah.
And then definitely take my idea of the hose, putting the garden hose through the Nintendo Switch, and then like Mario's mouth is right there, and he like spits out water at you.
And Nintendo, if you're gonna use that VR headset idea, I'm suing you.
Oh yeah, definitely. The game Genies will be on your case. We have the best legal team.
I'm serious. I'm fucking serious, Nintendo.
No, I'm serious too. We have a legal team, and they'll be on you.
No, I'm genuinely serious. If I don't see a check in the mail, I'm suing you. Yeah. We are suing you.
We're gonna sue you. We will.
Yeah,
it's true. I'm sorry.
Miyamoto, if you're watching this, warn Fujiwara.
Yeah.
Warn him.
I mean, other than that, let's just hope it's good, right?
Yeah, I hope it's good. So yeah.
I mean,
This
other
is a
than
pretty good
that,
episode.
thanks for watching the game, Genies.
Thanks for watching.
I'm not anymore. I was I'm Gavin from the Gavco channel, and this was my co-host.
I'm Mark from the Infinita Show.
Thanks for sticking with us. It was a pretty fun episode, and we'll see you in a few weeks or next week or whenever the next episode is.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.